Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today is going to be the update for Pan That Huge palette. But before we get into the update, look who's alive! It's alive! I haven't killed the plant yet. I'm so stoked. It's been able to last for a month, and as I told you guys last month, I am not a plant person. I haven't taken care of plants very much at all. And this was one of the easier ones, they said, so yeah, here we go. And it hasn't died yet. It is, looking a little bit sad almost, like it was very pointing upwards before. I did ask one of my friends and he said that he thinks it's because it's a little bit hot in here. So once autumn and winter come, it will feel a lot better. But we'll see. We'll see. He said it's nothing to be worried about, at least, so I'm happy for that. It still looks good. It still makes me happy to watch. And anyway, let's get into the update. I have a huge palette that I'm trying to finish. I have just started. I have had one update so far. This is my second update. And last time, I'm going to show you a picture here. Last time I had hit one pan and I had used about 30 of the eyeshadows. I had also used one of the lip glosses and all of the other face products. Last time I set the goal of hitting one pan every month, at least this year. Next year I might try to do more, who knows, but I at least want to hit one pan every month. I have an additional goal in mind right now, but before we get to that, let's take a look at how this is looking right now. So hopefully you can see that we have an additional pan. Last time I had hit pan on this beige one. Now we have a quite sizable dip, or a quite sizable pan rather, in this white one here. So let's take a look at that. Nice and shiny. I love that shade, and it's very unique to my collection. I don't have many whites, and it's very opaque as well, so it works great. I'm trying to show you all of the other shades as well, so you can see if there are any dips. We have a pretty good dip in this one, so this will probably have pan until next time. And we have a pretty big dip in this black one. I don't know if you can see that. I'm using a very narrow brush to have it on my eyelashes in most cases. Other than that, I have just dipped into the other shades. I have used 27 of the eyeshadows this month, and in total I have used 37 of them. So yeah, we're not even halfway of using, the shades, and I have to hit pan on all of them and use up all of them. So this will take some time, but it's fun. It's fun. I have also used a lot of these face products. So I think we can talk about the usage here, because the usage is quite good, I would say. So these two highlighters I've used about 20 times each this month. These two blushes I've used about 15 times, and these contours or bronzers I've used about 10, 11, 12 times. And yeah, I still like them. They do have quite a bit of a dip, especially these blushes. I don't know if you can see that, but they do have pretty good dips in them. So maybe I could even hit pan on them until the next update. Now let's talk about the goal that I mentioned. I like to have tangible goals. I think it will be really hard after a while to see any progress because it's such a big palette. If I show this to you and then next time I show this to you, you might be able to see progress because it's new. It's easy to see progress in the beginning. But if I have hit 10 pans and I hit another, I think it will be hard for you to see that because it's just chaotic with such a big palette. So for this to look more used, oh right, didn't I say I would take these away? Let's do that straight away so I don't forget. And now it's very dirty, but anyway. But what I was saying was that it looks very chaotic after a while, and it can be difficult to see the progress, which is why I want to have some more tangible goals. Yes, hitting pan is a tangible goal. It's easy to see. It's a fun goal because it's always fun to hit pan. But I also think my next goal will be to use at least 20 different shades every month. And preferably a few of the harder ones, because I don't want to get to the end and not having even used the harder ones and they are the only ones left, and it will be really hard to hit pan then. because even if these are very small, it takes quite some time to hit pan. I mean, even these ones that I've hit pan on and have quite sizable pans in, I have used a lot. Let's see how much I've used. I used the white one 38 times. Yes, I do have a pretty big pan here, like I said, but still 38 times for like a blue or a green, that's a lot for me. So if I can have just a few uses here and there and try to, you know, reach for many of these shades in a month and just focus on one shade to hit pan on, I think it will be a pretty good goal for me, and I think it will go better for me in the future, if you know what I mean. So that is my goal. One pan and use at least 20 of the shades. I don't know if I mentioned that, but last time I think I used 30 of the shades. This time I only used 27 of the shades, but I used a few different ones. So I have used 7 new shades this month, which is good. And the ones that I've been focusing the most on are this one, this like light green. I've used the black one, of course the white one. I've also continued to use this one. I hope I have a picture of how it looked last time so we can see if I've actually expanded that pan or not. Of course I've used this one a lot, but then I've just dipped around in a lot of shades, and especially kind of this quad here with greens, and also this one I used yesterday. This one I've actually used 5 times, which is pretty much for a shade that I wouldn't normally use. So I'm very happy that I've gotten some use on that. I've also used this this pink one right there. It's not as light as it looks. It's a really nice shade, but I am working on a few pink shades now, so I haven't been able to use it too much. Like I said last month, I really like these face products, especially if I have a liquid foundation instead of a powder foundation, because they stick so much better and they get a little bit more pigmented, and then it actually works on my skin tone even now when I have a little bit of a tan. Otherwise, they are, you know, they don't really show up that well on a powder foundation. So yeah. Whenever I do a liquid foundation, these are great. And that was it for my very short update. And I didn't tell you what this is called, but this is the Technic Wow Factor Remastered Face Palette. Yeah, that's the name of it. So far, I am very happy. I'm very happy with the pans that I have. I'm happy with the usage. And also being able to use this alongside with all of the other things that I am trying to pan. So with all of that in mind, I'm really happy with the progress that I've made. I hope you enjoyed this update and that I'll see you in the next one. Have a great evening. Bye.